This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da.
Yo, what up though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep It a C Note podcast. As always, I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, we got
Vito.
Vito, what up, though?
Chillin'.
I don't want to stir up nothing, Vito, but we got a couple of DMs saying you was missing in action after the Knicks loss. I don't want to stir nothing up. I told them something came up. That's why you wasn't on the last episode. And they said, yeah, that Knicks loss. Is that official?
Yeah, I had to go up NY, make sure the training staff was doing their job. Because it seemed like everybody get hurt every other game. So
Right. Yeah, they might need some new trainers. But shout out to everybody that's tuned in. If this your first time tuning in, salute to you. Do us a favor, hit the sub button, like button, and the bell to stay notified when we drop new content. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. If you agree, disagree, want to correct one of us on something, or if you want to call one of us a Oouuber, let us know in the comments. Just make sure you keep it a C note. And make sure you share this video with someone that likes to talk sports and entertainment just like you so that we can all talk that talk together. Funniest thing that I've seen recently, The Ring. They did a pound-for-pound ranking, and it was available via the Zone Instagram, and they have Usyk now as number one pound-for-pound fighter after defeating Fury, and I think that's a joke. I'm not too cool with it. I mean, to me personally, even before this fight, Fury already looked like he was falling off. I think the only thing that kind of saved Fury is them little couple fights with Wilder and him not being a good boxer. None of that. Like to me, Wilder's not good at all.
No,
you know what I mean. But I think that kind of expanded Fury's career a little bit, but I don't give Usyk no extra credit where he jumps over everybody because he beat Tyson Fury. What's your thoughts on that? You got him as number one?
Oh.
Well, real quick, I want to give you, because we can do our top 5 pound-for-pound fighters right now. Me personally, at 5, I would have Usyk. I'll put him at 5. At 4, I would go Tank. At 3, I'm going Canelo. At 2, I'm going Inoue. And at 1, I'm going Bud. But disclaimer I know Bud got a fight coming up and Tank got a fight coming up. But I'm starting to get tired of some of these champs that's holding belts that they're fighting one fight and then they don't fight again for 13, 14 months. Because you got a lot of fighters out here that's getting active. Like, that was Lomachenko's first fight since the Devin Haney fight. Devin Haney done fought 2-3 times. You see what I'm saying? So, even Tank ain't fought in about 15, 16 months. I know he had the house arrest situation and all that, but a lot of them guys that's holding them belts, man, they not fighting. Is Charlo.
You know, like I know, they still let you work when you're on house arrest.
Yeah, I know that, but but I'm just saying, for people that are gonna try to throw that in as an excuse, who you got top 5 right now, pound for pound boxers?
I'm gonna have to go Inoue at 5.
Okay.
I'm still not sold on him. I gotta see him fight somebody.
Okay.
Number 4, I'm gonna go Bevo.
Okay.
Number 3, I'm gonna go Tank. Number 2, Canelo, and number 1, Bud.
Number 1, Bud. Okay. Yeah, see, with Bevo, another guy, like when I was doing my list, I had him in my top 5. Then I couldn't think off top. When the last time he fought.
He ain't fought in a while.
So I was like, just because I had to take that long to think, I was like, nah, I'm cool. Because I don't know how to pronounce the boy name that he was supposed to fight, that the fight didn't happen. But they got him. They got him ranked higher pound for pound than Canelo. The boy, what's his name? Artur or something like that. Arthur Beach. His last name begin with a B. Top 5 pound for pound boxers right now, people. Keep it a C note. Who you got? Vito, the NCAA. They are on the verge of starting to pay college players, past and present, finally. So my question to you would be, is this a good thing for college basketball? Yes, no, keep it a C note.
Getting paid is usually a good thing. But my question is, how is it going to work, like, for the real small schools?
See, that I wouldn't know how they going to break it down. Even with them having to go back and pay all the past players.
That's impossible.
You know, but that mean that everybody going to get like a small fraction, like, you know, when they had them class action suits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One thing I think of is, like, if they got like a TV contract revenue share, because the small schools not generating nowhere near no money like big schools.
Right, but I think for the big schools it would be good. Maybe it'll stop some of these kids from going to them other leagues and playing and all of that. So that and if they getting paid something, plus if they could keep their NIL deals, and you know what I mean, then that might not rush kids to get to the NBA too.
Yeah. Well, the ones that ain't ready, because there are some that can go straight.
Right. But I mean, you got some that's good that's gonna push it even because they're in a bad predicament at home, or their parents in a bad predicament and they just trying to get some money real quick.
Shit, at the end of the day, college sports is $1 billion business. So
right.
Them kids are the reason why they're making them billions of dollars. So they should get something.
Yeah, well, I think that after they back pay everybody, whatever they pay, the next wave of kids, though, will be set from now on. Everybody will be paid right.
And we just tell me, I think about it. Billions of dollars generated from sports. Basically, football and basketball, really. Baseball, maybe a little bit, but just them two sports alone pays for all the other sports they have at them schools. It pays for books, buildings, all types of shit.
Right.
Like, y'all benefiting all the way around the board, and these kids ain't getting shit.
Right.
Yeah, they got to change that.
See, and even what you were saying with the small schools, I think I was against the portal thing until March Madness came around, and I seen all these good kids that was small colleges, and then they went to the portal and went to a big college, and they were still producing, like, you know what I mean? They just didn't get the recognition. But things like that I kind of like. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think college, because at one point in time, I used to like college basketball better than the NBA.
Yeah, it was more exciting.
Yeah. Now it's like, it's iffy with me. So
March Madness the only time I watch.
Yeah, now, but even with that gets a little whack, because it's like once you get to March Madness, you don't really know who's who. Who's supposed to be who been killing all year.
At that point, I don't give a fuck. I just watch the see who look good coming out.
Yeah. But speaking of March Madness, college basketball, let's talk about Caitlin Clark real quick. WNBA. She's a rookie now. She's been struggling. It's been a lot of talk about her. Some people would call it hate. Some people would say it's the truth. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on Caitlin Clark and how she's being perceived, period?
Well, I like to look at shit from both sides. Now, I feel like some of that shit is hate because the women who've been there for a while, who've been cooking,
right,
feel like she's just another player.
Right.
She come in and she getting all the shine. But on the flip side, she also be cooking shit, and she also bringing a real bright light to y'all situation. Venues is being sold out, ticket sales, TVs, like everything is going crazy. Merch,
right?
And like some of these chicks be having a bad attitude, like it's her fault. Like she just playing the game,
right? Right.
They wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Like you can't be mad at her because she's bringing a fan base. Like even with college. With college, a lot of people were saying that it may be a bunch of them that's changing the game, but in college, she had like 3-4 games that outviewed the marquee men's game. Mm-hmm. Like she's just box office. And I seen a post on social media where somebody was saying everybody followed Caitlin Clark and they all with the hype. She didn't win nothing. She's a rookie and she's getting treated and she still hasn't even won a game. my reply to that was, she's winning and everybody don't even know it because
I seen it.
You know what I mean? She, first of all, she didn't win a college title, but she was the most popping thing, and she brought the ratings up. She's a rookie struggling her first couple of games, and the ratings is up. Wait till she figure the league out and she really start hooping. They're gonna go skyrocket. But
well, I feel like also part of her struggle is I don't feel like them veteran teammates embrace her yet. Once they embrace her,
right,
start getting her involved. Because I seen something where they were showing like plays where they were basically not getting her the ball and she's wide open.
Right.
So I feel like once they start fucking with her,
right. I seen a post also about how they was doing the Jordan rule on her, and like the teammates ain't like stepping up for her on that note too.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think the whole frenzy with Caitlin Clark is? Why is she so box office? There's so many people tuning in to see her.
She's the female Steph Curry.
Think
about the most popular basketball player is probably Steph Curry.
Right.
And think about his style of game. She plays exactly like him. That's why I also said, like, it was a conversation of the biggest effect on the game, and
right.
And somebody said Steph Curry. Think about how his effect not only affects the NBA, it affects NCAA, which
right.
who Caitlin Clark was basically the person, and now she in the league and she the person, and she in the rookie year. So I feel like the way her style of play is what makes her. Because think about it, there's other chicks in college who cook. Maya Moore,
right? Who
else? What's the one who just retired? I can't think of her name.
Diana?
No, not Taurasi. Because
Sue?
Play for the Sparks.
Oh, Candace?
Like, it's been plenty that cook, but for some reason, everybody's drawn to her. Is it because she's a white girl with that type of game?
No.
You think that could be it?
No,
because you're right. Taurasi. It's crazy.
Yeah. Two things about that. I totally agree with you with the Steph Curry thing. And you kind of took the flair out of it. But what I was going to say is, just by seeing the way Caitlin Clark and everybody is gravitated towards her because she's like the female version of Steph, like you say, I think that solidifies it that he's the top dog in his era. To me.
Me too.
That right there is like you got a whole different league popping right now because a female plays like you. Like, you know what I mean? That's exactly why she's box office. But the reason why I mentioned Diana, because one thing I will say, it's funny she is white, but I believe if we had social media when she played, because she's more like Caitlin Clark, like pull from anywhere. Diana Taurasi would have probably had the numbers skyrocketing if social media was around back then, I think.
I think Diana is a better player than her, too.
Yeah, I do, too. But just the Steph Curry effect alone is what got everybody drawn to her. You wanted to talk about the Austin Rivers situation where he was talking about transitioning in sports. Who can transition faster, a football player to the NBA or a basketball player to the NFL, right? That's what you wanted? Yeah. Or who?
Yeah, basically that.
Or who could play in
he said that I forgot who he's going back and forth with. He said basically I could take 30 players right now in the NBA that can go to the NFL and play. Which is possible. But my thing is, there's no position in basketball that's harder to play than an NFL quarterback.
Right.
So you could probably take some dudes from the NBA and put it, because, most dudes play both sides.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's cat.
No, I'm saying some dudes can play both sides.
Not 30. You're not going to get 30 dudes from the NBA.
That's what I'm saying. So if you could take the best 11 from the NBA that you think can play football, and the best 11 from the NFL that you think play basketball and play both sports. I guarantee you the NFL dudes will be closer. The basketball game will be closer than the football game as far as scoring.
Oh yeah, I know. And it's for a totally different reason. First of all, this league is totally soft. Mm-hmm. You probably couldn't even get a whole 11 dudes.
My thing is strictly off of sheer brute force. Myles Garrett, if you put him in the NBA, he can get 12 points and 10 rebounds just off his size.
Yeah, for sure. And even with that, like, I know you seen the footage of when Draymond Green was trying to play football, like NBA. Nah, yeah, when he played one game for Michigan State, tight end.
Yes, that's what Barkley said. Barkley said he went out for football. He said he got hit one time and it was basketball for the rest of the
But I was watching one of the games. Who was OKC was playing? They was playing somebody, and Mahomes was at the game. Was it Mahomes? I think it was Mahomes. It was a quarterback at the game. And they said to the boy Lou Dort, they said he'd be a linebacker if he played in the NFL. I think if we did 11 dudes from the NBA, they would be those type players, like role players. The only superstar that maybe you could try to get away with is Giannis to me.
And most of them would be defensive side of players.
Yeah.
Not able to play the offensive side of the game.
Yeah, none of them dudes, because they saw.
Yeah.
They already.
Not even just that. I don't think they got the game.
They don't even listen. They don't even want to get touched in the NBA. So imagine a nigga hitting them. Man, come on, man. It's been a lot of lists floating around, Vito, and we getting closer. OTAs is amongst us. Before you know it, preseason games will be here. So it's been a lot of lists floating around. I know you sent me one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC or the top quarterbacks in the NFC. I've seen Purdy number 1 on the list. I've recently seen a ridiculous list that we posted that had Dak Prescott as the best quarterback in the NFC. Mm-hmm. I don't know why people are still putting Dak in the conversation. But top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC, who you got right now? Keep it a C note.
Well, the current list is Purdy at 5, Jordan Love at 4, Jalen Hurts at 3, Matthew Stafford at 2,
right,
Dak at 1.
Right.
And as much as I ride for my man, I'm going to say I don't have no problem with how the list is right now.
You cool with that 5?
I'm cool with that because I break it down like this. The best running quarterback out of those 5 is Hurts. The best throwing quarterback is Stafford. But the best combination is Dak. Because Dak can throw better than Hurts. Probably can't run. He can run better than Stafford. He probably can't throw better than him. And Love and Purdy is kind of like tied, in my opinion. Only thing that gives Love the nod over Purdy to me is he's a little more athletic. He can run a little
negative. Vito, you got to stop with the disrespect. Come on, man.
That's not disrespect. If you look at Dak numbers compared to
I'm not even
all
talking.
Well,
first of all, when you look at that 5, like first, let me do. I would have Dak 5th. Mm-hmm. And I got him 5th by default. If we talking about best quarterbacks right now in the NFC going into the season, I got him 5th by default because I don't know what Kirk Cousins is no more.
Kirk is Kirk every year.
Yeah, but he coming off a major injury. At 4, I'm going Purdy. At 3, I'm going Hurts. At 2, I'm going Jared Goff, man. I don't know why y'all keep disrespecting. Jared Goff is the second best quarterback.
No, he's not. What makes him the second best quarterback?
Consistency.
What consistently has he done that makes him the second best quarterback?
He consistently wins. He just took a Detroit.
Come on, man.
He took a Detroit team. He just took a Detroit team from nobodies to a playoff game. He just made Amon-Ra St. Brown, somebody that nobody was talking about.
Agreed.
He took him and made him nice.
Quarterback didn't make him. A quarterback can't make a receiver nice.
Nigga, you have a.
Do you see the offense they run? The same shit we do. Little short passes and St. Brown.
He don't do all little short.
He does.
They run
they do. But
they run the same offense as us.
Yes, and y'all run a similar style of offense than we run. St. Brown gets a lot of 8, 7, 9 yard passes, and then he gets busy.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Dak Prescott wasn't CeeDee Lamb All Pro this year.
CeeDee Lamb, listen, I was just having this debate with somebody, and don't get me wrong, CeeDee Lamb is nice, But CD Lamb numbers is going to be inflated every year because there's nobody else over there to throw to.
So that makes it even harder if you know it's only one target.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
No, it don't because you still got to factor in what you saying.
What?
Dak can buy time with his legs, and a lot of times that helps. But what I'm basing my list off is guys that I know can produce when it's time to produce. Dak has never produced when it's time to produce. Never, ever.
Yes, he has.
When?
He's won playoff games. That's all you could be talking about. But
he won
one, yeah. My thing is, I think he got one. My thing is, we acting like this is not the total team sport. If I put up 35 points as the quarterback and my defense gives up 40 points, how the fuck is that my fault?
Nah, man.
Come on, man.
Nah, what I'm saying is when it counts and Dak start throwing at you, he start playing like McNabb. It's something about
I didn't know nobody playing like McNabb.
Yes,
he's way more accurate than McNabb.
When the game is on the line, Dak start throwing to the other jersey. He start throwing the dude's feet too far behind the read. That's the McNabb.
Who the all-time of that? Brett Favre. And he's a Hall of Fame dude. One of the best that ever do it.
Got a ring.
That don't make you better than somebody because you got a ring, though.
It don't make you better, but Brett, we're not going to act like Dak Prescott is anywhere on Brett Favre level.
No, I'm making a comparison of the point, not the player.
What I'm saying, I ask you this, right? Take one duo right now when a wide receiver duo from any team, and you say if you act Dak Prescott, they win the Super Bowl or they're going to the Super Bowl. Can you think
Miami?
With Dak Prescott?
Hell yeah.
Man, you tripping.
Dak Prescott way better than Tua.
He's better than Tua. Nah, I don't know about way better.
He's way better than Tua.
Him and Tua is the same.
Tua can't even get the ball down the field to them dudes.
I can't tell.
Come on, man.
I can't tell.
Man, stop. Tyreek got to slow down for that shit.
Him and Tua is sort of like the same player.
No, they're not.
Tua disappears too when the game's on the line. When it's a big game, Tua disappears.
Dak's a much better quarterback than him. See, you biased because Jared Goff used to play for y'all. And you might also... hold on. Let me finish. And you also might know a little more about Jared Goff because he played for y'all, because you've seen more of him. You watch more of him. So I can't take it away from you. But me personally, I don't think Goff is better than him.
What I'm saying is, even I think it might have been us that was talking. No, we might have been talking about Matthew Stafford, but even with Jared Goff, CD Lamb would have been had them numbers if Jared Goff was his quarterback, bro.
Who?
I'm telling you, man.
Did he have the numbers? Who had the numbers with y'all with the Rams when they played with y'all?
He had 2,000-yard receivers, Bobby Woods and Brandon Cooks.
Okay,
both of them.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. That's without having just one guy. Where you gotta spoon feed that nigga.
Listen, if you spoon, that's why I give your guy Matthew Stafford credit, because he's the king of spoon feeding somebody, which is harder to do when you know I'm throwing at him no matter what. But
I'm glad you said that, because the difference is Dak Prescott at the end of last season started spoon feeding like we're talking about, like every play but he has never done that with CD Lamb. Like, for most part, his main targets in games be his tight end. No,
I know it don't.
I'm telling you, bro. Look it up.
I don't even know who was it. Schultz this year?
No, it wasn't Schultz this year. They had the new tight end. They had a new tight end this year. But even with Schultz, look at it, if you think of any game, when the game is on the line, especially, he's throwing the ball to his tight end.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
But they was grinding him up about he wasn't getting, if you don't remember last season, they were saying he wasn't getting CD Lamb enough looks.
I remember that.
You know what I mean? And he started force feeding him. But what I'm saying, Jared Goff would have been had CD Lamb at him. He would have been force feeding it like he do St. Brown. Like he do. They offense. Dallas offense ain't the same as what I'm saying Detroit, is though. If you're gonna run the offense based off your quarterback. Jared Goff if CD Lamb was in this. I mean, if Jared Goff played for Dallas, I'm pretty sure they would have a system that Jared Goff is accustomed to.
Yeah, so Schultz got some good years. 600, 800.
But I'm not even talking about the yards. I'm just talking about the targets they be getting during the game.
1 year he did have a lot of targets, 78. That's a lot.
You know what I mean? But let me ask you this, though. I want to ask you two questions real quick. There's a lot of talk about the kid Caleb Williams struggling in OTAs and in practice. You pay that any mind?
Hell no.
I'm glad you don't. I don't either. Secondly, it's a lot of rumors. Like you said about Jared Goff, I would know better than you. You would know better than me. But I've been hearing a lot of rumors that, first of all, Aiyuk wants the new contract. We all know that. But I've been hearing rumors that he's on the block and they've been talking about trading Deebo. Have you heard both of them?
Yep. I heard that since the draft.
Okay, if you had to lose one, because I know you love Deebo, but if you had to lose one, who would you rather lose?
I'd rather lose Aiyuk.
You would rather lose Aiyuk. So,
for this reason, even though Aiyuk might be the better receiver, but you can find more niggas like Aiyuk than you can Deebo, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like, Deebo does everything. I don't see Aiyuk being a successful playing a running back, coming off the tight end, all them pitches and all that, like, end of rounds.
Right.
I think Deebo all around is better. Aiyuk is a better route runner, got better hands. He might be a better receiver.
Right.
But Deebo is the better overall player.
Let me ask you this $1 million question, and since we talking Niners, and this is for the whole Niners nation. How would you feel coming into this next season if you don't have Deebo or Aiyuk as your wide receivers?
I feel good. I just was having this conversation with a friend of mine because he's a Cowboys fan, and I was telling him, see, why I don't stress, for one, nobody's bigger than the team, in my opinion.
Right.
One. For two, well, like I said, people I'm a 49ers fan. I know this. The average person probably don't know this, but every year, even when we don't need a draft in a certain position, we always draft that position, and we draft the same style of player. Right. We have 2 or 3 receivers that play like Aiyuk. We got about 2 or 3 receivers, like Ronnie Bell. And somebody else, I can't think of his name.
Didn't y'all draft a receiver?
Yeah, we draft receivers and running backs every year. And we got like 2 guys that are similar to Deebo. We try to grab tight ends that's like Kittle, but that's rare.
Right.
We think about it, we didn't need no running backs. We grabbed 2 more running backs.
Right.
We grabbed the safeties. So we always grab similar players. So I'm confident in going forward. Now, this might be a little learning curve, you know what I'm saying, for them guys to come up. But I'm confident in them guys knowing what they're doing.
Okay. Well, let's see what's what. Let's see what's what, Niners fan. You know I'm hoping for the worst for you guys. You know what I mean? Respectfully. They saying Nicki Minaj. Well, they not saying. Everybody's saying that Nicki Minaj arrested over in Amsterdam. Some pre-roll-ups. But listen, all I want to know is why the hell do Americans keep going to these different countries trying to smuggle bud? Like, is it that deep?
No. Listen, this is my thing. Just in general, American rappers getting caught up in airports. Even American airports. These guys keep taking guns in the airport. So is it, like I asked you earlier, is it publicity or do you motherfuckers really forget? How do you go into an airport with a gun?
Right.
How do you go into a foreign airport with anything?
Right.
You know them laws is different. They not playing, and being a little celebrity, they're gonna try and make a fucking example out of you.
And it's like we learned nothing from Brittany Griner. Like Brittany Griner didn't just sit over there for this same bullcrap. Yeah, right. But a lot of, Nicki got the barbs with her. A lot of the barbs saying that they just hating on her because she sold out the biggest arena over there.
Even if that's possible, you don't give them no reason to fuck with you.
Right. My whole thing is like this, and I'm going to say this respectfully. This, that any entertainer from over here that's going to any of them foreign countries and trying to smuggle bud back, if it's that deep, you need a rehab. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm going to say. If you got to try to smuggle some bud to your next stop, you need a damn rehab.
I'm pretty sure there's no bud over there that ain't over here already.
But she wasn't even coming over here. Now, what I'm saying, they were going somewhere else over there to Manchester to do a show.
Okay. So you going from one country, East European country to another.
Yeah, however that works. And so it's like, but even like I was telling you off air, they were saying the same thing happened back in the day with Biggs from Rockefeller. They were saying they were leaving Amsterdam to go to somewhere else over there. And he got booked trying to smuggle some weed. I'm like, bro, come on, man. It ain't.
You're not even over there for that.
Shit, these boys is crazy. But shout out Nicki Minaj, man. Hopefully nothing comes out of it. She do got it all on camera. And shout out to her security, because he allegedly said from the gun bust, all this is mine.
They still trying to get her, though.
They still trying.
So that might be right.
That make me believe the barbs, man. Before we get out of here, you got anything else, Vito?
Nah.
We appreciate everybody for tuning in, but we're about to wrap this episode up. Again, if this your first time tuning in, salute to you. Do us a favor. Please hit the sub button, like button, and the bell so you can stay notified when we drop new content. Don't be afraid to leave a comment if you agree, disagree, want to correct one of us on something, or if you just want to call one of us an Uber. Let us know in the comments. Just make sure you keep it a C note. And make sure you share this video with someone that likes to talk sports and entertainment just like you, so that we can all talk that talk together. As always, I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, we got
Vito.
Please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell everybody. Keep it a C note. We holla at y'all.
This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like.